Let's look at the KNIME interface. So there are a number of things that are happening here. We have the KNIME Explorer on the left. Here you will find different examples available. You can also see the projects on which you are working. This is the KNIME interface. So let me just highlight everything for you. So here we have the KNIME Explorer, where you can see all the examples and the projects that you're working on. Here we have the node repository, where you will see different types of nodes available that allow you to work with your data. Here we have the main workflow window, where you will be able to build your project. We also have the console, and on the right side it gives us the description of the node that we are selecting. As an example, if I select read, the very first one, it gives me a list of all the different types of files that KNIME can read. If I only select Excel Reader, it again gives me a description of Excel Reader. While you don't have to read the entire documentation, whenever you get stuck, or if you want to read in more detail about one of the nodes, before going to any other website, I would recommend that you go through the description that is given here. It is very detailed, and most likely you will find what you require. Let us look at an example. So if I double click, it fetches the content, and you can see there are a number of different examples that have been given. Let us take a simple example. I will go to analytics, select regression, and click on learning a simple regression tree. As you can see, we can see the entire model has been created here. In the outline window, you can zoom in to a specific area, and you can also maximize the window to see all the nodes like this. Every one of these is called a node. For example, the first node is the file reader, and you understand what it does. It simply reads the file for you. So if we right click and click on configure, we can see that this is the dataset to which it is connecting. It is one of the most popular datasets for data science and machine learning, which is the IRIS dataset. The color is what we call the traffic light. So it can be red, yellow, and green. When it is red, it means that there is some issue with that particular node. Yellow means that it is waiting for you to execute it. And finally, green means that it has been executed properly. For example, if we right click and execute, you notice that the color changes to green. And then if I right click and click on file table, it will show me the data that has been loaded like this. Same thing with partitioning. We can click on execute and then select, let's say, the first partition, and I can see the data from the first partition. The fact that KNIME already has these different samples given is excellent, because that means you don't have to create something from scratch. Most of the time you can already find a workflow created for you, and it is easier to modify it rather than create one from scratch. If you want to go back to the original view, please click on view and select reset perspective. And this will take you back to the original view like this. You also have a search window here. If I want to search for examples related to regression, you can just simply type regression here, and you can see all these samples have been created for you.